Yo, got some replays. I played two of these today, and one was, I think, probably yesterday or something. So, let's get right into it. First game, I'm going second, as you may have seen. And my hand is pretty good going second. It's okay, pretty good. And you will see right now. I have four pieces of non-engine and full combo, the worst one, but still full combo. I Ash because sometimes you gotta say Bismillah, and hopefully they don't have anything in cool tune. But of course they always have more than one thing. So they summon this, I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. They lose an ogre for it. I'll take it. Big dub. They use their shit. I can't use this because they chain blocked. All good. Because they're bound to do some more bullshit. It's cool too, you know what I'm saying? They're always bound to do some more bullshit, and the bullshit happens. So, Fydraulis. I think this was before I learned tech. Now I would reveal cards from the extra deck that weren't so obviously in Synchron and Synchron only. Like, why am I revealing double speeder? I think if I revealed these five, for example, no, I want the Omega in there. I revealed Omega already. As long as I have Omega and maybe some other these, Baronne, Accel, Draco, Crystal Wing, those are played in a good amount of just Synchro decks. Not just this one, especially these two. These not as much, and Omega maybe not as much, but still. It gives you some. It doesn't reveal as much information. Anyway, they chain link. They fuck cool tune synchro. Yeah, twice per turn. They summon Zalin. I summon the Harmonia and I pop the Zalin. Like, I don't see anything else to pop. There's an argument to not pop it and pop the Q instead, but you know what I'm saying? So they use the effect. Right here. They use the effect of Track Maker and bounce my Fydraulis. Like, that can't be correct. Like, that just simply cannot be correct. Like, alright, whatever. They banish my Assault Synchron, which kind of sucks. But I think the banishing of the bouncing of the Fydraulis is pretty decent. So, my turn. My hand sucks. This is the worst version of the combo, but it's still combo regarding everything. So, and normal summon, they use the effect. Okay. And they summon back something. Okay, sure. I Fydraulis. Why? Because I think that they're going to negate it, and there is no think. I know they're going to negate it. That's some bullshit. Reveal whatever. Reveal the 5. Chainlink 3. Chainlink 4. They negate it. They summon it back, rather. Sorry. They practically negate it. The called by, if I were to call it by. So now I can Forbidden Droplet, send the Junk Armor. Didn't matter what the draw was then. They fall into the Virtuous. Just like, sure, whatever. And then I called by. So now I deny their Zalin. Sick. So, Chainlink 7 if you're counting. Pretty fucking sick. You know, you can get a lot of hate if no back and forth. I think that's good enough. That's why I kept it. Of course, not all my games are like this. Shoutouts to Maxx. But still. Pop. Drop. Add the card. And then this is full combo. Don't know what their last card is. If they have something relevant, then tough shit. Well, this is full combo. Full-ish combo. Sorry. Add, send, reduce level, go into speeder. So they had Ash. This beats Ash, but it doesn't beat. You know, it doesn't beat like Valor and Ember. Lo and behold, they have Valor. Like, all right, whatever. I mean, they couldn't keep playing. That's what it is. Should have expected it to be something that can get away with 18 non-engine. I use the effect of Omega, bounce back the Albion, so they don't get an extra card, and I just pass. Alright, I have Give Next turn. If they don't have anything, lo and behold, they have nothing. Chainlink 7. Isn't that fucking cool? Don't see that every day. So, as you can tell, I've been playing around with the Fydraulis. I like it a lot because it's the Fydraulis. At first, I was thinking it's not very synergistic, but I do think there's some good value here. Some good value. All right, next one. This game's a little goofy, if I remember correctly. I played a few games today. The last game, I think that was in like high plat. This one is proper diamond. Droll. Go first. Stand by me. I have combo, but they use Fuwalos. I'm like, alright, sure. I'll set one. I'll use the effect of armor, and then I'll prepare myself for next turn. Not a big deal. At the Junk Synchron. At the Assault Sonic Warrior. Ditch it. Pass. So this is what? I have Stardust Synchron. For the Forbidden Droplet. Fydraulis Droll. And I can also use, if I am able to, I can use the Fydraulis first, and then I could use Droplet for 2. Okay, they summon Lucina, no Fire Emblem. I'll use the effect of Fydraulis. Like, alright, I'll pop. And this time I did it correctly. I quote-unquote correctly. I revealed less information, but at this point I don't think it really matters. Pop. They have the card. I Droll. It's like, okay, sure. It's a pure elf note. I don't entirely know what they do, to be completely honest with you. I just know they synchro summon. That's all I got. It's like, okay. They use the effect of Tenyi. Alright, I don't know what this does, but maybe the spell is really good or something, so I just negate it. I just want to do it. I don't want to deal with it now. Okay. They overtake. It's like, ah, shit, it's fucking cool too. But it's not too bad, actually. They just summon the Baron. They pop my Fydraulis. I'm like, alright, sure, whatever. They have this Red Nova in hand. I'm like, alright. They just raw dogged it. Raw drew it, I think. Once they added it, I just wasn't paying attention. They summon Zollin. And they go to battle phase, don't kill me. Okay. So there's a big misplay here that I'd like to know. Alright, so. Stand by main. Draw. Good draw. I use the effect of Omega to bounce, to return a card. And then negate it with Baron. I did not know this, and it's something to learn. This isn't a once per turn at all. You can just do it again. My bad. And it'll come up. It will probably come up. Normal summon. Assault Sonic. I'm just gonna hope that because of Zollin, I'm not gonna chain block. It's a guaranteed to get it speeder negated. So if they have an Ash, they have an Ash. If they have Valor, Valor fucks me anyway. I just chain link one speeder, does nothing else. They have Ash. Like, I'll go fuck with simple. Okay. Alright, well, good thing. I can still play. First, I get rid of the Zollin. I don't want to deal with it. Chain link, main 2? What the hell? I add the Meister. And this is where it comes up. Because if I had the armor in the deck still, I could just keep playing forever, basically. Not forever, but you know what I mean. I could play for a good amount. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that I could still activate it, but it is what it is. Use the effect of Stardust Synchron Engrave, Summon Trail from hand. And here's the problem. I have no synchros. I have no level 2 or lower synchrons in the grave, so Accel Synchron doesn't do as much. It's okay. I use it. Add Junk Synchron. And Stardust. Ditch Junk Converter. Activate the effect of Fellowship to reduce the level of Junk Speeder. Get a normal summon, a normal summon. Get the Converter. Summon the Librarian. Effect of Converter. Summon Fydraulis for a reason. Very important reason. I summon Stardust Dragon, Lamau, 2026. But I needed it for the token. Draw a card for shits and gigs. I drew Fydraulis, pretty good. Summon Draco Berserker. Put the Fydraulis in the token, I draw another card, see if it's relevant, and I pass. What is this? It's Draco Berserker, it's Fydraulis, and since they are on a synchro deck, it could be more than Librarian. I use the effect of Baron. I'm like, okay, that's an and if you do, I'm just gonna banish it. And let's just see what their top deck is. They normal summon Rotary. Like, okay, sure. I use Harmonia. Reveal whatever. And then they scoop. Oh, I'm like, oh, thank God. If that were something else, Sinnin maybe? I don't know. If they play multiple, then they could have been pretty bad. Oh, I didn't save the most recent one. I'll save it in a second. I shall save it. Alright. Learn something from that game. Never get another game. This game is stupid as shit. This game is silly as hell. Alright. So I'm facing some deck from the spoilers. I guess you can see what it is, and you'll see it soon enough anyway. My hand is pretty decent. Actually, it's not. I don't have full combo, but I have Fuwalos. I can draw into full combo. I have a few cards that will make it full combo. Is that one pass? Okay. I basically T-set. Pass. There you go. Activate packs. I'm like, okay. So it's Exo Sister. I'm just gonna ash this. Hopefully they don't have anything else. And then if they had anything else, they would have used it last turn anyway. Probably. So this should end their turn. If I'm lucky. It does. Okay. Now I draw. Let's see if it's real. Crossout's not bad. I flip some of the Stardust Trail. I normal summon the Jet Synchron. I'm like, okay, this gets its speeder, but they have the Fallen and Virtuous. The Fallen and the Virtuous. I'm like, alright, I'll go for 500. I go in for 500. I set one. I set the Crossout. Pass. They use the effect of Albion. I'm just gonna banish it using Call By. Because I don't want to deal with another Fallen with Virtuous. We're in a top deck war. And they have 1 card combos. I have 1 card combos. But I have some board presence that could be relevant. Right? So they T-set, basically. Alright, now I top deck Emergency Teleport, which is full combo. Lucky. They Maxi. Like, I have to use the Crossout, and this is probably Imperm, but I have to use it anyway, or maybe not use it. Okay. Maxi, Imperm. Alright. All good. So I chain results. Maxi, E-Telly. I summon the Psi-Reflector, I use its effect. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I'm just gonna end the game, or try to. They purge, I'm like, okay, well, I can't end the game now, and could be worse. I set the Jet Synchron to defense mode on the main phase, and I pass it to him. I assumed that this could have been like a Exorcister. I think that was a bad assumption. This is realistically a hand trap. What hand trap would it be? Hard to say. Like, maybe it could be Ash, but I feel like they'd keep Ash in hand. They had a card set, so it's very well could be a Charmy. It could be like a Veiler. I don't know. They go. Standby, main. They normal summon Fuwalos. They flip summon the Fuwalos. They summon Michaelis. I'm like, alright, this comes over. Yeah, they add packs. I just lose the game. It is what it is. It's like, man, maybe I should have just crashed. I don't even think I can, but whatever. It is what it is. That was a funny one. 7 turns. Good back and forth there. And now this game. Spoilers. This game is the game that got me into D4. I just played this game, actually. And I say spoilers, but they all show the results. Anyway. So, they go first. I drew a pretty decent hand going second. I misclicked here. I wanted to toggle to Fuwalos on their draw phase, but it doesn't really matter. And they're playing Luna. I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do here? They got some things here. Got some cool stuff. The question is, how far will they go? Because of course, they could always just make 2, what's it called? Liger Dancers? And maybe some more stuff? But I don't know. They're under full, maybe they just don't. I use Fydraulis here. And in hindsight, it's probably not correct to do so. And mind you, I don't really know what any of these decks do except for Exorcister. Every single other engine that I faced in this video, I just don't know what they do. More or less. Like Lunalight, I have an idea. And all the decks I have an idea. It's just I don't know where the choke points are. So they bring it back. I'm like, all right, dude. I'm just gonna Fusion Summon, Perfume Dancer. I draw. Use some bullshit. Alright, add some cards to your hand, whatever. And they add the Poly back from the grave. Sure did. And they discard a card. Discard a card, they summon back to Clydo Chick. Nice cost, by the way. Anyway. Return the hand, special summon it back. Yeah, sure. They go into Cross Sheep. Okay, draw a card. Poly. Oh, wow. Liger Dancer. Sure. Do they stop here? No, it doesn't seem like it. Flydo again. Perfume Dancer. Summon back. Perfume, rather. Yeah, grab Wolf. They summon Dugaris. Draw. Activate the effect. Summon Flydo Chick. Ditch a card. Summon SP. Draw. They banish my Fydraulis. Hit Wolf, and then they summon the second Liger Dancer. Like, okay. So, it's double Liger Dancer and SP, and whatever unknown they have in hand. Against my 10-card hand. To be fair, this is a pretty good end board, and I think a lot of decks just can't help this. Fortunately, this deck can. Draw, doesn't matter. I activate Itelli. And the Silver Hound Engrave, I forgot about that. Like, okay, I don't give a fuck. I drew the second one, bro. Not once per turn, at all. Okay, so I summon the Psi-Reflector from my hand, which doesn't have too much value, I have to admit, but I can at least summon the Assault Synchron. Assault Sonic Warrior, sorry. And then the SP uses effect, Chainlink 2, I Chainlink 3 Droplet. Okay. Why? Because I want this on board, because it could be relevant. And plus I have so much fodder anyway. And having the Synchro Fellowship at the grave is very useful. So, on this, add the effect. Activate the effect. Add Assault. Summon Assault. Go into Herald. I want to use Fellowship here, but they just, on res, they just blow up my board, or whatever. Normal summon, but special summon the Assault Sonic Warrior. Go into Speeder. Activate Speeder. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Assault Sonic. I'm thinking this is probably not Ash anyway, but good to have it. And I need to activate the Assault Sonic anyway. They blow up my board up Chainlink 1 after Chainlink 1 Stardust Synchron, Chainlink 2 Liger Dancer. Like, okay. I presume that's all of their interruption. I feel like they would use more shit if they had it. So, and then add the Illumination. I dump the Trail into the graveyard. I ditch the second Fellowship to summon the Jet Synchron. Stardust Synchron effect. Special summon itself. Summons Trail. I summon Trail using its own effect. Summon Accel. Summon back the something using Dragon. And use the Trail effect to summon a level token. And that something is either the Assault Synchron or it's the Psi-Reflector. I realized that I probably need the Assault Synchron. I need a 3, and the 3 will be done using the level 1 Trail token and the Assault Synchron. So why I need level 3? Because I'm using the Fellowship in the grave to reduce the Dragon by 1, so it's a 7. And normal summon Junk Synchron, special summon Assault Sonic Warrior. I summon Librarian. Then I summon Martial Metal Marcher, I draw a card, and I use this effect. Bring back something. I just considered it. It makes sense. So I summon a 3. Draw a card. I go into Dis Pater. Draw a card. Spotter effect. Special summon Trail. Use the effect of Illumination. Make an 8. And Draco Berserker. So this clears their board. Then I use the Omega effect. Bring back the Psi-Reflector just in case I draw Itelli. Draw itself. Itself as a draw isn't the worst thing in the world. Now with the Assault Sonic Warrior's gone, but now I don't know. Point is, I get over their board. Thanks to Assault Sonic, that 500 attack is really relevant here. Gets over the first Liger Dancer, attack over the SP, gain attack, crash over the second Liger Dancer, and I crash over the Cross Sheep. They Garrus last turn, so they have no main phase 1. So I'm comfortable just surviving here. I set 1 card and pass. I have, what is this? 2 cards in hand, and then their Scales and Masquerade. Ash, who else I can activate? Nibiru, Draco, and Dis Pater. I have potential follow-up next turn. Potentially. Energy wall. I just win next turn. They don't do anything. They bounce their Wolf with the Martin. Yep. Use the effect of Perfume Dancer. I negate this. I'm not entirely sure why, actually. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest. Because they have no battle phase, but whatever. For shits and gigs, I was a little spooked. I used Tenyi, I negate it, dash. And activate Wolf, activate Perfume, like okay, sure. Perfume, summons Glider Chick effect, and I use Draco Berserker. Manages it, some cuts him off rank 4 or something, maybe a Link. Use the effect of that, they summon it, I don't give a fuck. That thing's cool. That got me D4. What a really, really fun game to play. Really, really fun game to play. And it shows off one. I mean, all of these kind of show off Fydraulis inclusion. Really, really handy. On top of Draco Berserker and Dis Pater. Now, that new line with the spotter, really fun. Draco Berserker, I like a lot. It has come up a good amount of times. And it's great going second, not too bad going first. Very handy. I'll show you the deck list, that's also going to be in the description. Alright, the deck list is largely the same. I actually cut one of the Assault Sonic Warriors because I don't think 2 is entirely necessary. And drawing 2, it's not a 1-card combo, it doesn't really help me too much, so I cut it to 1. It has come up a few times, I'm like, oh, I wish I had a second one or something, but it's convenient, and that's really good. The second one's convenient. First one is necessary. Other than that, I cut I think I played 3 Veiler for Harmonia, and I cut the Bell for Droplet. Harmonia, as shown, incredibly useful. I pulled 2. When I crafted them, I crafted 2. Royal Rares. So I'm like, alright, I have to at least try it now. And it turns out I like it a lot. The argument I made, in theory, that I didn't like it too much was it's a level 7 tuner. And it's really awkward in this deck, especially not playing Shen. And I'm not playing like a level 11 like I got a Juration. However, the body is very useful because 1, I can attack over something, and 2, I contribute it for Stardust Synchron, and then maybe I can keep playing if I get interrupted a lot. Right. And on top of it just being a hand trap that destroys, which is relevant sometimes against certain decks. Right. Then we got the Droplet. The Droplet showed its worth, especially in, I think, a few of the replays. Very useful, because some of these cards you kind of just want in the grave anyway, or you don't mind them in the grave, like Stardust Synchron, Stardust Trail, don't mind in the grave usually. The level 2s, if you draw armor, you don't care if you discard this, it's basically the same. If anything, it's better in the grave because you can normal summon Junk Synchron and bring it back. Same thing with Converter. Converter, a little bit more arguable. Soul Sonic, a little bit more arguable as well. More arguable than Converter, still relevant. And, of course, maybe some others like Fellowship, as shown, very useful if you're activated already. Like, okay, Droplet, cool. And that's it that's only changes to the main deck. And then for the extra deck, the Draco Berserker as mentioned, and that's it. Just the Draco Berserker. Everything else is the same. I'm really enjoying the Dis Pater with the Omega line. Your opponent playing with 4 cards, a lot more fun than having just a Shen. This is extension, this is another form of interruption because of this effect, very useful. It's recycling. I have yet to get my Dis Pater attributed, but that's what Assault Synchron's for. If it happens, it happens. It'd be pretty funny if it did. I don't think it's happened at least. But yeah, this is the deck. I'm liking it a lot. I've been climbing a lot with it. I was hard stuck Plat 2, Plat 3 for a while prior to some of these changes, and I think this is the best way to go about it now. Until I maybe stumble upon a card that is useful, or maybe some tech. You could also play you could do so many things with this archetype. It's so fun. It's like, if you're trying to rep shit up with some garbage you found in the back, of course, minus this card's money in real life. This card's some money in real life, but if you really wanted to, you can cut some of these more expensive cards for a cheaper list. And the fact that 2 lists ago it was pretty cheap. Actually, if you just exclude the Maxi if we're done with TCG, just cut the Maxi, cut 3. These could be Veilers. Droplet's cheap. Fuwalos you could cut for, I don't know, Bell or something. And then the deck is cheap again. The entire extra deck is cheap as well. I don't think there's a single card in this extra deck that's expensive. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Shout out to my opponents. Really fun games. Well, for those replays were. The climb is... the climb. Maxx needs to be banned, I swear to god. And thanks for watching.